Okay, so what's up, guys? We're going to be looking at two weapons coming to Fortnite very soon. We're going to be looking at the heavy sniper rifle and an explosive crossbow coming to the game. These are definitely two unique weapons, a bit different from the SMG, the combat SMG, and all these different variations of SMGs that we've been seeing the last couple of weeks. Obviously, they just finally nerfed SMGs yesterday, but for the past couple of weeks we've really been in an SMG meta where SMGs are the only viable weapons to be used within the game, and really any other weapon that has been brought into Fortnite, it just is not as good and as viable as the base weapons and now these newer SMGs that they've been adding recently. So even with the nerf, even with the patch, it still is hard to have a solid sort of, I guess you can call it, not really DLC weapon, but a new weapon added into the game that's actually viable. Like any of the new assault rifles that have been added, you know, people don't really use them. You stick to the basic assault rifle and SCAR. Any of the new, you know, hand cannons, like you always go back to the basics because they're always so much better. But maybe this time around, at least from the description here and the idea of what these two weapons are, a heavy sniper rifle similar to the Barrett 50 caliber, and I'll be showing you guys leaked images and leaked audio as well of this sniper because it definitely seems like something that could actually be useful within the game. So we'll talk about that in a second. And also this explosive crossbow, it looks like these two weapons could actually, you know, have some sort of use and significance within the game and not just be, you know, this throwaway weapon that they added. It was cool for some hype and then that's pretty much it. People don't pick it up and they never use it again. So we'll be talking about that within this video. Again, we're gonna be going through leaks as well. I mean, if you're watching this video already, I guess you want to see the leaked weapon. You don't care about spoilers. You're already on this video. But if not, by any chance, and you still are not so sure, there's going to be spoilers within this video. So definitely click off the video if you don't want to be spoiled. But that being said, if you can leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. If we can go for 30 likes for this video, that'd be pretty cool. And subscribe for more Fortnite videos in the future. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get started. So we're going to start off here talking about the explosive crossbow. Obviously, we had the crossbow added within the game a couple of months ago. I think it was around the Valentine's Day update. Around that time you had the crossbow, and I don't know if there was ever a talk or discussion of it being a decent weapon, but I feel like at the beginning, you know, people were pretty hyped, like, wow, crossbow, there's no recoil, you know, there was so much excitement behind it, and it really fell off fairly quickly when people realized, like, wow, this weapon is just not good. I mean, it had unlimited arrows, if that counted for anything, but other than that, you know, really nothing else here. But I'll put a quick tweet up on screen from Fortnite Battle Royale leaks, and this is just something talking about the explosive crossbow leaked within the game. It's supposedly going to be a legendary weapon. I don't know if it's only going to be legendary, but maybe one of the variants will be legendary. So it's going to be in the top two, you know, purple, gold tiered weapons. So obviously already there, it's going to be a rare weapon, and they're going to probably make it a lot better than it was before. I think what we're going to see here, based on its description as well, just an explosive crossbow. You're going to have a crossbow, definitely not unlimited arrows. It's probably going to take rocket ammo, and it's going to be capped off at, you know, the new rocket ammo limit, and we'll see, you know, every shot you take, you can, you know, pretty much explode players, explode, you know, buildings and structures, and we'll have to see how, you know, great of a damage it's actually going to do on this. You can hopefully stick players as well, sort of like Call of Duty or something, so that'll be pretty cool as well, and it'll make it so it's, you know, a crossbow that actually has sort of an added effect with the explosion after shooting it, so you'll have the direct impact and also a quick explosion as well. So, you know, that already sounds a lot more viable and just useful than a normal crossbow, and we'll have to see how good it is, if it's actually useful, and, you know, whether or not it's going to be within the base game, because there was a leak a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago, I don't know exactly when, but it was tied to this new explosives only game mode that was leaked within the code, and I'm not so sure if the explosive crossbow was, you know, solely crafted for that limited time mode. That doesn't really make sense, honestly, because I feel like usually when they add a gun to Fortnite, they're going to add it within the base game, within, you know, duos, solos, and squads, and, you know, if they don't like it, they'll vault it. But I've never seen them do something really specifically within the limited time mode, and then obviously once the limited time mode is up, then it's up, and that's it. You'll never see the weapon again, or maybe when the mode comes back. So I don't know, it could very well be just within the explosives mode, but we'll have to see what the deal is there. But I do think this could be a solid weapon that people use, you know, in place of a rocket launcher or grenade launcher and stuff like that. So that should be pretty cool, and that's definitely a cool upgrade to the crossbow, making it seem like, at least from the description of what we could be seeing here, you know, it could be a lot more useful than the first original crossbow ever was. So that's the crossbow, explosive crossbow, coming very soon. And the next one here is actually very interesting as well. It's the heavy sniper rifle. I'm going to put another tweet up on screen of a description of this heavy sniper rifle. Heavy, powerful, and accurate rifle with a bolt action mechanism with an extremely slow reload. Shots pierce through the first wall it hits. Range sniper rifles, heavy bullets, bolt action, most likely next week's content. Okay, so yeah, when the release date is whenever, next couple of weeks, we should be seeing it. They'll advertise it, they'll tease it, whatever. That's the same thing, you know, with the explosive crossbow. But this is very interesting. I'll put a tweet, well, not tweet, an image up on screen of a leaked, you know, I guess, file. I don't know how they actually do this, but they get the actual weapon code and they have the element and they can put it up on the screen, so that obviously it's not exactly going to look like this, but this is sort of the model of what this weapon is going to be. And it's a bare 50 caliber, pretty much. It's a pretty cool weapon. I think everyone really knows this weapon. At least once it's added within the game, it'll seem familiar if you played Call of Duty or any sort of, you know, major first-person shooter that has a sniper like this. And also, I want to play in a second a audio clip, or here's a video from the Fortnite Battle Royale League Twitter, where they have different clips of, you know, the gun being shot from close range, mid-range, far range, a reload, and all that different stuff. And again, this is probably subject to change because it's within the leaks, it's within the code, so you never know how they're going to fine-tune it. And depending on when this weapon is released, obviously, if it's not released till next month, this could be completely different. But if it's released in a week or two, this is probably going to be what it sounds like. So I'm going to play you guys that right now. Here you go. So again, sounds pretty cool there. I think this is definitely going to be a pretty solid weapon to use, especially that the first bullet that is shot through a wall, you know, it goes through completely, and I'm guessing you could pretty much wall bang players. You know, especially I want to know and I want to see how this is going to work with players camping in 1x1s. I don't know if the wall and the staircase will actually make it so the first bullet shoots through the wall but not the actual staircase. You know how players go and have a wall staircase and they look and they peek over the edge? I don't know if that sniper rifle bullet is going to go through both of those or just the wall, because if it's just the wall, then it really doesn't do anything. It's not wall banging the players, and it's not, you know, preventing players from sort of camping in these 1x1s. But if it goes through like the top portion of the wall and the top portion of the staircase, where players are usually peeking and hiding right there, I think that'd be a really interesting situation, because obviously it makes players not want to camp as much and makes it so you have to sort of, you know, move more and not stay back. And when you're fighting a sniper, and this is the same thing with a sniper, if it's two snipers fighting each other, two heavy snipers especially, you have to watch out, because you can't just camp, because you could be shot through the wall. The first bullet that goes through the wall there is going to hit, and it's going to go through, and it's going to pierce through the wall, and I'm guessing it's going to hit the player. And I don't know how much damage it's going to do. You know, we'll see with that as well. It may just go through the wall and give you a really slight hit marker, and, you know, we'll see how viable it is, obviously, once we actually get the weapon within the game. But from the sound of it, it seems like something that, you know, would actually sort of prevent players from not camping as much, and makes it a bit interesting and spice things up within the game. Again, the element of the rifle, it's a, you know, slow reload, very powerful, very accurate rifle. Like, this is something really cool. Really, it sounds just menacing overall. So if you have this sniper, you're gonna have to really, you know, not focus, but really go for a good shot, because it seems like from the description, if you go for a solid shot, you're definitely gonna hit it. You can shoot through the first wall that the bullet goes through. You can probably wall bang, and you're most likely going to get a kill. I don't know if it's gonna be, you know, overpowered, because obviously it's a slow reload, and I'm guessing if you're up close, it's gonna be fairly hard to actually get anything done and really go for a quick kill. People will probably go for the kills anyway up close, but I don't see any quick scoping with this sniper rifle. But I do see something very interesting where, you know, it'll prevent players from camping as much. You know, with this sniper as well, I guess you could want to camp if you have this sniper, but if you're having another sniper with it and you're going through, it's a slower sniper, so I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't go too hard into saying that this is going to be like the next meta or anything, or, you know, this heavy sniper rifle is going to change the game. It definitely will make things a bit interesting as to how people play. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. So that's pretty much it for these two weapons here. We'll see when they release into the game, probably very soon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, if you're watching the whole video, leave a comment below. Barrett for Barrett 50 caliber, and you know, I'll check those accounts that watch the whole video, because obviously it's greatly appreciated, because watching the whole video is obviously pretty cool. You know, people usually dip out a couple minutes in, so you know, obviously it's greatly appreciated. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, see you guys later. Goodbye.